Welcome to today's YouTube video where we will explore the massive $300 million fine that has been issued to Seagate by the U.S. Department of Commerce. In August 2020, the U.S. Department of Commerce mandated that any company planning to sell hardware, software, equipment using American intellectual property to Huawei and its entities must obtain a special export license. The report stated that although Toshiba and Western Digital ceased to sell hard drives to Huawei, Seagate continued to supply HDDs worth around $1.104 billion at the time to the company without obtaining an export license. Seagate's decision to violate the regulations led the U.S. Department of Commerce to issue a record-breaking fine of $300 million to the company in 2021. To explore further, let's take a look at the gravity of this fine by putting it in perspective. $300 million is more than double the estimated net profits that Seagate made from the alleged illegal exports to or involving Huawei, according to the U.S. Department of Commerce's Bureau of Industry and Security. That is why the Assistant Secretary for Export Enforcement Matthew S. Axelrod has said this settlement is a clarion call about the need for companies to comply rigorously with BIS export rules, as our enforcement team works to ensure both our national security and a level playing field. Under the terms of the settlement, Seagate will pay the $300 million fine in quarterly installments of $15 million starting in October 2023. Furthermore, the company has committed to conducting 3 compliance audits to ensure that it adheres to the Export Administration regulations, and one of the audits will be conducted by an independent third-party consultant chosen by Seagate. So, why is this issue so serious and why have the officials taken such drastic action? The reason is because US-made equipment is much better than anything else in the marketplace, and the Chinese are known to take advantage of this while using other countries and companies to access US products. This is why Huawei and its entities were placed on the entity list. Since the United States government did not want these entities to gain access to US intellectual property, the export control restrictions were imposed. However, Seagate chose to violate the regulations and entered into Strategic Cooperation Agreement and Long-Term Agreement to purchase over 5 million HDDs with Chinese conglomerate in 2021. This was flagged by Republican Senator Roger Wicker, which led to an investigation and eventually the issuance of the hefty fine. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of protecting U.S. intellectual property from getting into the wrong hands. That is why Seagate has been harshly sanctioned for its violation, though the fine is just a fraction of the company's revenue. It is hoped that this example will serve as a warning to other companies so that they ensure that they comply completely with U.S. regulations. This has been a brief overview of the fine issued to Seagate by the U.S. Department of Commerce for violating U.S. export control restrictions. We hope you found our video helpful, and if you have any more questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.